putting an end to identity politics. This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Kevin Jackson. It's the Kevin Jackson Show. Talking about Harvey Weinstein, the fallout of Harvey Weinstein. It's a big deal. I've explained it multiple times, and it's something that we all need to be looking into because this has gone on a long time. This isn't something that's fresh and new. Harvey Weinstein's been doing this for at least 3 decades. It goes back to much older times. And I want to cover other types of scenarios where you may not have thought about what goes on and why people work so hard to get these reputations and how they help each other build these reputations and how you end up with these, quote, pedophile rings or these sexual assault rings and things like this in Hollywood. Things that you and I have no clue. You're going, Kevin, surely you're joking. You can't be serious about this. Oh, I'm serious about it. It's a cabal. And this isn't Alex Jones conspiracy stuff, folks. This is real. Harvey Weinstein exposed the real life conspiracy that goes on right in front of your face. Think about how Hollywood sexualizes everything. Little girl pageants and dance competitions and pageantry across the board. And then look at how they objectify women with the photo shoots and all this. It's all about sexuality. Look, I get it. Sex sells. I get it. But what these guys do with it, what they're able to, the carrot that they're able to put in front of the average person's face is very difficult to say no. Even to kids who've been taught morality. Hollywood is truly a Sodom and Gomorrah. So I want to talk about another area where this goes into that you may not have thought about, but there was an article and it says he is Ann Leibovitz. He's the Ann Leibovitz of his generation, having shot every culturally relevant celebrity in the past decade. Lady Gaga, Rihanna, Beyonce. He is the man behind Miley Cyrus's controversial makeover and directed her video for Wrecking Ball. In 2007, he photographed Barack Obama for Vibe. His work appears in nearly every major fashion publication, and he's done campaigns for multi-billion-dollar luxury brands. If you're ahead of me, you're thinking to yourself now, whoa, wait a minute. Fashion, branding, marketing, where does this end? He also likes to be called Uncle Terry. Has depicted himself, get this, folks, copulating with a sheep, and once embarked on a project called Breaking in the Carpet, photographing himself ejaculating on rugs in random hotel rooms. I want you to understand the left. I want you to understand the thought process these people put into the crazy ideas around what they can do sexually. What can offend you? What can they, when you think of all the nasty, slimy things that happen, I've told my kids many times, do not pick up anything off of the floor of a hotel and think it's good. I mean, you don't pick up anything off the floor, but I'm saying if it's on the floor, you gotta, even if you drop an object, go wash it. Don't walk barefoot on a hotel floor. Bring your slippers. Don't sleep on the top blanket of a hotel, etc. All these rules, these are not rules for you and me, folks. We go to a hotel, we respect them. This guy goes to hotels and documents what he calls breaking in the carpet as he pleasures himself on the carpet and probably giggles because you're going to follow. You and your family are going to be after him, and he can go, look what I did on that rug in that place where this conservative is going to come. This square is going to come and hang out. In the fashion industry, folks, Terry Richardson, he of the plaid shirt, oversized glasses, and omnipresent thumbs up gesture is notorious for years-long rampant reports of sexually exploiting and abusing his models. I was a shy kid, he says, and now I'm this powerful guy with a boner dominating all these girls. That's a quote from him. You think this is limited to him? Have I told you guys about academia? Have I told you guys that you get a kid who decides to become a professor and he gets tenure at a college, and then you send your young co-eds to him, male or female, and he holds what in their hands? Their futures. And you think he doesn't have his power, and now that he's got his power and his boner, he's ready to go to town on your kids. It's well known, folks, within academia that professors will use and abuse young students for their own personal satisfaction. Gratification. I was going to make a new word. Satisfaction. Gratisfaction. Call it whatever you want. It happens. We know it. Academia, leftism, in your face, right under, it's under your nose, and they tell you what they're doing. And you know what you do? You send them there. How many kids, you got a beautiful daughter or something, and you go, yeah, my daughter, she's really beautiful, kid. Yeah, we think she could be a model. You better rephrase it. I think I could send her to a sexual predator who will take advantage of her and change her whole outlook on life. Because that's what we're talking about. Over the past couple of weeks, Terry Richardson, 48, has a new accomplishment. He's the first photographer of his statue to be the statue. I was thinking, if they have a statue for him, I hope they're tearing it down. Of his stature, to be the target of an online petition. Vogue, H&M, Mango, Supreme, and all other brands, stop using alleged sex offender Terry Richardson as your photographer. That's what a young girl, 18 years old, decided she would do, is to start a petition against him. I don't know who this girl is. I didn't bother to research the story beyond this. Her name is Alice Louise. She's a Londoner. She's from the outskirts of London. She has no connection to the fashion industry other than as a consumer. But she put out a petition that has more than 12,000 signatures, and she's outed yet another sexual predator in another industry. And let me tell you something about Terry Richardson. You're going to go find out he's got a litany of awards. This guy, as I said, he takes pictures of the stars. You go to his studio, he's got every major star there. And you can bet you're going to find pictures of the president. You're going to find pictures of Hillary Clinton. You're going to find pictures of every big-time leftist on the planet. You're going to find pictures of every big-time Hollywood studio, record producers, moguls of all types. And then you're going to find out that Terry does lots of charity work. His charity's in his photography. Shows up, he takes pictures, he does this or that. Our photographer for the event was Terry Richardson. And they give each other awards. And then what they do is they pass around the youngsters. Another secret of Hollywood these people don't even talk about. Now, picture yourself. You're in Hollywood. You're around Weinstein and his ilk. And you know how the game is played, and people are bringing their young, impressionable kids to you, and they're introducing you as this is the guy that takes pictures of the stars. If he decides he's going to photograph you, you're in. You've made it. So what do? Do you want it's like, have you ever been shopping and you go, well, I'm just going to go get something, a C-level product. And you go there, and then the guy takes you and he shows you an A-level product. And you're like, whoa, and he tells you all the features and benefits of that product. Do you really want to go see the C-level product again? It takes a lot of discipline to go back to that. Lots of discipline. That's why they upsell you. So you go meet Terry, and there's no other photographer that can do. And he tells you how busy he is. And he tells you he makes stars, and you go into his office and you see everybody that this guy is with. Stars, political elites the entertainment elites. And he's like, yeah, I may get around to you. But you know what? Then I may not. But you could expedite. You could help the process. And so what do you think these 18-something, these 20-somethings decide to do? It's unbelievable. In the past week, H&M announced via Twitter it's reconsidering further collaborations with Richardson. They say this: if these accusations are true, and it's totally unacceptable to us, currently we're not working with Terry Richardson. Well, let's hope that sticks.
He won't stop until he's the top-rated radio talk show host in America.
What kind of weird competitive freak are you?
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.